24/7 Sports live here at the 2025 Elite 11 Finals. Guys, day 2 in the books, day 3 on deck, 7-on-7 play. I'll say this, hey, I think the competition, the race for the MVP honors, a bit wide open, right? In previous years, we've kind of entered that final day, and we knew, had an idea of who the top 2 guys were. This thing seems wide open, right? You got Keyshawn Henderson, the Houston commit, Diabell, the Texas commit, obviously our number 1 ranked player, Faison Brandon, who's headed to Tennessee. I can keep going up and down the board, but I want to talk about some of the other individuals that shined on night 2. We had the Vicis Pro Day. We had the Panini Accuracy Challenge. Greg, I know you're fired up about this guy. He's on a huge rise. Former Boise State commit Bryson Beaver, now considering Oregon, now considering Ole Miss. You seem to be a fan of what you saw on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, a little late to the party, I'll admit, right? I was a little conservative with him from a ranking standpoint, but no, I love the kid. For me, he put on 25 pounds since last year. Arm talent is there, his feet. He's already kind of had that advanced feel for anticipation and being able to throw on time and all that good stuff. But, added the 25 pounds, I've seen a major jump in his arm. The arm strength is there. He's a smart kid. Making the game look easy the last couple nights, and I'm on the bandwagon now. I can see why the Oregons and Ole Misses are all about him. Confidence is high, and if you're a quarterback, you've got to be able to play with confidence. And right now, I think he's poised and he's confident, and he's had a heck of a week so far.
Yeah, we scored him with multiple dimes during that pro day as he worked his way down the field. Might not have been in the top 5, but the flashes were there. And then you turn on the game tape. I mean, this is a guy that has some escape powers, and I think off the hoof, you wouldn't see that with Bryson Beaver. Hudson, you want to talk about Bo Bentley, another uncommitted quarterback inside our top 247. He's down to Oklahoma. He's down to LSU. We scored him with the highest pro day for us. He was up there for the Elite 11 staff as well. What did you see from the Lone Star State gunslinger on Wednesday night?
Yeah, another uncommitted quarterback, another BB. With Bo Bentley, I think the biggest thing with him, like you said, tied for first with us with Jet Tamala, his ability to throw dimes on the move. We have it in his scouting report, fires first and second level bullets while on the move. We think that's the lacrosse background in effect. And through his pro day, not only was he able to make these throws on the move pretty easily, but more than anything, I think he kind of proved that he can push it to the third level. He can stay in rhythm. Overall, it was an incredibly encouraging workout from Bo Bentley, and somebody who, like you said, kind of one of the hottest names on the market with LSU and Oklahoma, and a little bit of a slugfest for him.
Well, guys, I got a third uncommitted quarterback. His initials aren't BB, but how about Matt Ponatowski out of Ohio, baseball player, kids looking to play both sports in college. He won the pro day from the scoring by the Elite 11 staff. He's considering Oregon. He's considering Kentucky. Arkansas is in there as well. Night 1, I thought, okay, you can see it a little bit. This is a kid that threw 57 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions as a junior. Really, really good as he worked his way down that field, kind of hitting his marks with some authority. Certainly easy to see why so many schools have circled him, and he has become another hot name on the quarterback market. Greg, you want to talk about another guy? I raved about him last night. He has moved up in our rankings. 3-star prospect. I'm just going to call you 3-star Greg now. Travis Burgess. Big fan of what he did.
Yeah, no, so let me just carry over from last year. Bryce Baker, UNC commit, 3-star at this event. I kind of fell in love with the guy. Good-naturedly said, hey, Bryce Baker's going to win 3 Heisman trophies. Joking. I'll tell you what, Travis Burgess is a dude, right?
He might win the 3 Heisman trophies.
Maybe 4, right? Second year in a row where a UNC guy's really elevated himself in my eyes, and kind of has that loose, athletic basketball body, room to grow. You kind of compared him to Malik Washington a little bit. I see that. But where's the flaw in his game, right? I mean, he's got, for like tall as he is, he's got feet, always on balance. Arm talent's there. I'm a big fan of the quick release. He's got that. He was accurate. I thought some of his best throws were the best throws of the night. Man, he can rip the football down the field. He's changing speeds. Big fan, and I don't want to give it away, but he's a stock-up guy, and I think well-deserved as well.
Well, yeah, you can give it away. Certainly under consideration for a spot inside that top 247. He's a guy with arrows pointing up. We're always looking for that. He checks off box after box. Military brat. He is wired the right way. He knew the pro day script. I think he was putting the coaches through it as they worked their way down the field. Hudson, let's go to the other side of Tobacco Road, and a darling for us at 24/7 Sports. Tom Loy, the national recruiting analyst, he's been raving about Terry Walker for a while. I see the vision. You see the vision now as well.
Yeah, I think the headliner for Terry Walker heading into this event was, okay, we know what the potential could be. This is a hyper-athletic guy, 6'4" frame, but the sub 50% completion percentage. I mean, it's a pretty big red flag. However, I think during this pro day, even flashes during the accuracy challenge, you kind of saw that Terry Walker, when he's able to go bombs away, target the third level of the field, it's pretty clean. Had some misses on the day, some balls hit the ground, but at the same time, I thought the highs were about as good as any other prospect in attendance today.
Yeah, I think Duke's got a steal there. Now you're going to have to put him in the crock pot, right? He's a guy that's going to need to learn, but tons of upside with Terry Walker, and let's see what he does as a senior. I'm going to wrap it up here, guys, with another riser for us in the rankings, and a guy who just made a big decision. That'd be Jet Tomla. Flips from Iowa State to Alabama on Tuesday, right before check-in. Talked with his parents in the elevator, and a sluggish opening night for Jet, and it's because he was up for like 48 straight hours trying to pick between the Crimson Tide and the Iowa State Cyclones. He was trying to figure that out. Well, he's rested now. I think he got his 8 hours. Wednesday, he was awesome. He also scored up there for us in the Pro Day Challenge. We're talking about another individual pushing 6'5", Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year this past season. Another one that is prolific on Friday nights. I thought in that opening workout, hey, wasn't really synced up. The upper half, the lower half, they were kind of all over the place. He got hot late, and he carried that into the pro day. He made all the throws with authority, and he was one of the first guys to go. Really difficult to do that. Maybe benefited for some of the wide receivers running around there, but a lot to like about Jet if you're an Alabama fan, and you think about Kalen DeBoer, Ryan Grubbs, what they've been able to do with some of those guys at Washington, what they're going to do with Keelan Russell at Alabama. I like the fit. I like the take for them. Crimson Tide were very methodical about how they went about these quarterbacks following up Keelan Russell, and he certainly has some tools to mold for the long haul. Guys, that's going to do it here after night 2 of the Elite 11 Finals. Stay tuned for day 3 because, again, MVP race seems to be wide open. 7-on-7 play going to have a huge part in who ends up taking home that crown.